Thank you so much for joining a city group. My name is Randy, and I am the city group's pastor here at Boulevard Christian Church. And I want you to know that you are an answer to prayer, that we have been praying for you as a staff, and the elders here have been praying that everybody here at Boulevard who attends would join some type of small group environment where we're able to grow in our walks together with Christ together, where we are iron sharpening iron and getting to do this, encouraging one another at the same time. And so you are an answer to prayer. And I want to say thank you for that. You have joined a city group that is going to be discussing further what we learn on Sunday mornings. And so yours is going to be based all on the Sunday sermons. And so here's what a typical night is going to look like. At first, you're going to spend time just fellowshipping with one another. And I'm going to ask you to the best of your ability to be there on time. And I know some of you, especially some of you type A'ers, that's going to feel maybe like a little bit of a waste, or maybe like, I can just show up later when the study starts. And I would encourage you not to do that. I would encourage you to make sure that you are there on time. And the reason for it is this. In Acts 2, we see 4 different things that the early church did. And it's that they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to prayer and to the breaking of bread and the fellowship. And so every Sunday morning, we get to devote ourselves to the apostles' teaching, and we get to do that together each and every Sunday. We also get to spend time breaking bread, right? We take communion each and every Sunday. A couple of things that we don't get to do, quite frankly, is fellowship. And we get to kind of rub shoulders with people and ask how they're doing, but we don't actually really get to know the people that we are there in service each and every week, just because you're either checking in kids, or we're changing out services. First service is letting out and second service is coming in. And so there's just a lot of moving parts, and that doesn't always lend itself to actually getting to know the people that you are coming to church with. And so where we're going to do that is right here in our city groups. And so that time of fellowship is just as important even as our time together in the Word. And so please make sure that you come and that you're there on time so that you can spend time getting to know the people that are in your group. And then secondly, you're going to spend time together in prayer. Again, Sunday mornings, we get to pray together corporately. We get to pray from the stage and get to pray for our church. And we do that often, but we don't actually get to spend time praying with the person that you're sitting next to for something that they're going through in their life. And so that's what we're going to do in our city groups as well, is we are going to lift each other up in prayer and encourage one another in prayer each and every week. And it's so vitally important that we do that. And then we will move on to the study, okay? And so each and every week, it's going to be very important that you are there for the sermon. And so we want you to be here on Sunday mornings with us. If you're not able to attend Sunday mornings, watch us online. Or if you're not comfortable yet being together in the same building with just concerns with COVID and all that, we completely understand. But watch online. That way you know what's happening in the Sunday service. And I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. And this is whether you are in person with us or watching online. I would like to ask for you just to take notes. And I know we don't always pass out a note sheet where you can kind of fill in the blanks. I get that. But I would encourage you just to buy some kind of journal. And whether that's just a regular old notebook that you pick up at Walmart for 50 cents, or you want to go buy a fancy moleskin journal, whatever. We've got them here at the book rack here at the church if you'd like to pick up one there. But buy some kind of journal. And then just take notes on the Sunday sermon, and take notes on things that stand out to you. Maybe there's a passage that you haven't heard before. Write that down. Maybe there's a thought that is shared that you don't know. Man, do I completely understand this, or do I even completely agree with this? I want you to write it down. That way, then when you come to your city group, you're able to discuss those things with other believers, and you're able to kind of work through and work out those things together with somebody who is also trying to follow Christ more closely. All right, so write those things down. Take notes. I guarantee you that if you are willing to do that, if you're willing to take notes during the Sunday sermon, you will get more out of the Sunday sermons. You will learn more, and your walk with Christ will develop more quickly, just better, if you are willing to take notes. And so I highly encourage you to do that each and every week. And then bring that journal with you to City Group. All right, so that way you can discuss those things together. Again, your leader has probably already shared with you some of the rules, or just some of the things that we expect to happen in our City Group. And one of those is just that we're going to start on time. Again, please try to be there on time so that you can be there for that time of fellowship. But we're also going to make sure that we end on time. That way you can get home to your kids or to bed so that you can get up and go to work in the morning. We want to respect that as much as possible. One other thing that we're going to ask is just whatever is shared in your city group, it must stay in your city group. Okay, your city group has to be a safe place where people are willing to share and willing to be vulnerable. And so we just ask that you would do that. Another thing is we're going to have an empty chair there in your room. And if there's not one already there, your leader is probably standing up right now to grab one and bring it into the room. They may be scrambling a little bit. Take it easy on them. It's the first week, all right? But we're going to have an empty chair in your room. And the reason why is this, is that you encounter each and every day somebody who needs this type of community, this type of relationship as well. We know everybody does. We were made to live in community with one another. So who do you know? Who are your friends and family? Who are the people that you work with? Who are the people that live next to you, your neighbors, that could benefit from this type of small group atmosphere? And we want you to invite them. We want you to bring them with you. And so that empty chair just signifies that there is room for another person. There is room for somebody who needs this type of relationship as well. And God may be using you to bring that person into that type of relationship. All right. Again, thank you so much for joining a city group. We are, again, just so excited about what God is going to do in your group and in your life. And so I can't wait to hear some of those stories. If you're willing to share them with me, shoot me an email. My email is randy@bccok.com. You can reach out to me at any time. I'd love to hear from you. All right. I love you guys. Have a fantastic group. And just have a great night.